Aloha. Welcome to paradise. Aiea, Hawaii, just outside of Honolulu and home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. A tremendous setting and a spectacular game that we have in store. The Rainbow Warriors will put total leather to crank us up. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Oregon State's offense is on the field for the first time today. And here comes the quarterback, and one thing you know for sure, with this team, as he goes, so goes the offense.
And he's a big-time talent, Reese. This guy can hurt you in a multitude of ways, throwing and running the football. He's going to have to be dialed in, though, because this defense is going to give him a lot of different looks. It's really important mentally this QB is on his game.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Movement here from the tight end. From the gun, they'll try the middle. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Beavers want to move quickly. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Finds his man. It's Perkins. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on 4th down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
Working that left side now. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to him.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside to the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now I'm going to have to maybe go play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let him get those open touches.
Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big plays.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Got enough space. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
There's a couple of ways to deal with quarterbacks that can run like that so well. QB contain. Keep those ends outside and wide. Keep them in the pocket. And put a spy on it. Put a guy in the middle of the field who's really fast that has the ability to go get that guy when he takes off in situations like this.
The Beavers want to pick up the tempo. On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he's going to try to return this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors offense will have its first possession of the game. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys and the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
At the 35, he's got room. Nothing but green ahead. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Feeling some heat. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the first. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
The give to the tailback. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Beavers will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He gets a block. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and pass. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on their scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Right back to the well. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
And a really nice run and pickup there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. And the Rainbow Warriors are moving quickly down the field. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
They want to run it left here. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. The corners are walked up tight. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hawaii!
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
After that latest answer, tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, opponent.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
And the Beavers moving quickly to the line.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Complete. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. They get to the line quickly.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Unleashes one deep. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. stumbled to the ground.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31. Ball at the 31, third and short, coming defense trying to rise up. They move the tight end all over. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. Tackled, but he has a first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
The Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
They'll run it from the gun. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give on the inside. Just enough there to get it to the 25. They pick up a 2.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
On 3rd down, going up top. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. The Rainbow Warriors send out the punt unit. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. And now the offense will come onto the field again. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Going up top on 1st down. Lost, the defense is wide open. Touchdown, Beavers! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And just a really nice throw. Really good touch towards the sideline on that corner route. And the receiver does a nice job catching the football and immediately getting up the field, getting in the end zone for the big touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Ole Miss has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there in the Grove. They're up by 7 over Texas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They go to the ground. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
Well, this guy really has been a bell cow for his offense in this game. They are force-feeding him the football, and he's delivered. Now, after that last run, he's right at 100 yards rushing.
And he could not get loose on the run.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
DB's right up on the receivers. To the air, it's Perkins. He's got it down the middle. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. He'll get rid of it. It's complete. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. And the Rainbow Warriors racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
The Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Let's go. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Got his man in the middle. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Looking to throw, it's Perkins. Going for 6. And it's caught. Touchdown, Hawaii.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a 1st down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
It's complete on the right side. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. They'll go to the ground. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And they're able to get him down, but not before he gets to the 2. The Beavers will hustle to the line. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon State.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Just over 20 seconds to play before halftime. They'll have it 1st and 10. He'll start this drive firing. Finds his tight end. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, nice to see you actually showed up for today's broadcast in paradise, given all there is to do there in Honolulu. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. An offensive showcase, yes, but it's been those dynamic running backs who have set the pace. I'm curious to find out if this ground and pound approach is going to continue into the second half, or if one of those defenses will actually show some pride. And with that, let's say aloha once again to the guys inside Aloha Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Beavers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back looking for help. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the pass hits, picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job. Great catch.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Defense is about learning the plays. Third down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So he gets stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now on this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The Beavers have it in scoring position on first and goal. Slams it ahead. Touchdown, Beavers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. It's complete to the right. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Rainbow Warriors will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they're leading by 2 possessions offensively, and that could have been a game-changing play right there. That's a throw the quarterback would like to have back. He's very lucky that was not intercepted.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass is intercepted. Taking it the other way. The 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Oregon Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
This offense has a second down play. Power football with the run. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Bunch formation, trying to spring a guy free. On second down, just keeps firing. Got his man down the middle. The Beavers get enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He wants to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
They'll throw it on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. This should be the last play of the quarter. They'll give it to the back. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the third quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. If you like old-school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. On fourth down, looking to pass. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The run to the left. Hits him with a stiff arm. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the fumble and the defense got it. Touchdown, Oregon State. The defense takes matters into their own hands.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. NC State is piling up the points here today. They've opened up a massive lead in what's shaping up to be the kind of blowout neither side will soon forget.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. On the move is the 30. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Rainbow Warriors in the hurry-up.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Finds his back in the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock.
And the quarterback is snowed under. When you face a blitz on 3rd and 1, there's a chance for a big play, but they didn't get rid of the football.
No, and you blitz because you're thinking, I got to stop the run. I got to make sure they don't get 1 yard. And the offense tries to sneak it in there, be a little bit tricky. The defense has none of it and gets a huge stop on 3rd down.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time. And he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
And here comes play number 6 of the drive. To throw, it's Perkins. Shoots it to the left. Pass on the way. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. Push down for the tackle.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
He's looking for an open man on second down. He's going to take off. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And the Beavers trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area we got to bow up. Nice job on first down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Snags it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Beaver.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end. But all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
And it's picked off for the third time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
To the ground with the back. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4, they'll mark it at the 19. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today. And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like, when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you
got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense knocking on the door. First and goal. Barrels ahead. Touchdown, Oregon State. And the pummeling has started.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The returner will field it and bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face, and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today, they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet and not remember it for...
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Jackrabbit. Yankee Blue. Yankee Blue.
Quarterback will audible. On 2nd down, looking to throw. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. They'll play it safe and try for 3. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They took the 3 on that last possession, and now they'll try to get it back on the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Back to pass, it's Perkins. Makes the grab on the left. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. He's going to pass. Takes his shot.
Wow.
He's
That was
open
a
on
kick,
the right.
baby.
I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a
was a
fabulous
kick.
parting gift. A late touchdown.
Or,
A nice touchdown. Continuing to fight.
That's right, we
Continuing
just
to
didn't
play.
go
This one,
jump quick.
it's pretty much over. Down
Played it
multiple
right, though.
possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Makes the grab. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Yeah, and I like this offense keeping the foot on the gas. You got to lead by a couple scores, but keep the foot on the accelerator. Nice job. Another big play down the field for this offense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Here they come on 2nd and 10 from the 47 after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Throws to the wideout. The
Oh,
pass
flag.
is complete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And the defense gets the big third down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on fourth down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue.
Going for it all. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. Plenty of fire.